Eric, how are you? I hope you are fine.
Yes.
Yeah. How was the holiday? Okay, spending time in the lockdown, right? So we'll start with a very short activity, not related to coronavirus, because probably there's too much of it. Each of you can choose a number. Give me a second. From 1 to 30. These are questions not related to coronavirus stuff. I'll ask a question, and your job is to talk for about 1 minute about answering the question. Okay, so 1 minute talk. Ready, steady, go. So I'll go in order of, in order I have you here. That's more convenient for me. So Lera Khalmagorova, you are the first. Any number?
11.
Okay, 11. It's about crafting a routine, yoga or dancing. Why?
I should choose yoga or dancing, yes?
Yeah, I should explain. Yeah, what would be your choice and why?
I think I would choose dancing because it's more convenient to me because I like music a lot, actually pop music. I like to dance on my own, just for me. And
nice. Yeah, it's easy to do at home, right? So you can
yes.
on some music and yeah, you can dance a bit. Okay, nice. Sonia, your number?
21.
21. It's about staying entertained. What? Sorry. Have you started any books that that have been unreadable? So you had no time to read them, but you probably started. Okay.
To be honest, I don't really like to read any books, but I have one author that books I like, Stephen King, but he had some books that I can read because there are a lot of stories, but I like that there is more action in books. That's why some books I can stay and don't read them.
Yeah, okay. But have you started reading them?
Yes, I started.
Okay, yeah, you finally get a chance to read. Okay, can you repeat again? You've got an author, чьи книги я люблю. Could you say it again?
Like the author whose books I like.
Can we have Yaroslav now, maybe, your number?
Choose for me. I don't want to choose. The question.
No, can you please choose the number? It's like any from 1 to 30. Pick up a number.
Okay, let it be the last one, 30s.
Yeah, are you on TikTok yet?
No, no way in hell, never. I think TikTok is, no offense to some people who really like TikTok, but from what I can tell, it is useless. There was a thing in internet called Vines, and it's literally the same thing. People just do weird stuff while the music is playing. It's ridiculous, it's useless, it's not even funny for me. Like, this humor is, I don't like it. I prefer stand-ups rather than TikTok videos.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, seriously. That's lovely. Yeah. Actually, I mostly agree with you. Yeah, maybe I'm not that critical. People can do whatever they want, but I agree. The plan for today is that we are going to start with the revision. We'll go online, which is quite convenient for us to do, and we'll use the outcomes website for the revision. We'll start with the vocabulary. I'll give the instruction in a second. Okay, can you see my screen? So this is the official outcomes website where we can test vocabulary. And we need intermediate unit 6, and we take the pages which are new pages, 54, 55, so we don't need even Quizlet for it. We can simply practice some of the words, so we choose the maximum, and we've got 20 words here. Okay, listen to the task. Can you take your pencils and paper? So, okay, what we are going to do, you look at the word and you write the number, for example, number 1, and you write the number. After a few seconds, let's say 30 seconds, I'm going to show you the word. And if it's correct, you put a plus. If it's incorrect, you just write it so that you could remember. All of you, by the end of the activity, should have 20 words, because later you will go to breakout rooms and there will be a task with these words, okay? So try to write interesting examples, maybe interesting collocations. But for now, it's just revision. Don't look in the books, just try to recall from your memory. What do we have? Usually we have a definition, a blah blah is an empty space. We know it's a noun. We've got some examples. I've got blah blah in most of my socks. If you know, write it down. If you don't, just wait till I show, okay? Yeah, that's what people have on their socks. And the last sentence helps a lot. High heels are quite at the moment. Okay, shall I show?
Smart.
Maybe smart. Okay, nice guess. Oh, I bet you had fashionable. Yeah. No, no, we can't have fashionable because fashionable is here. Yeah, do a fashion about books like Leo Tolstoy, War and Peace. She's got lovely blah blah hair. Okay, shall I show? Any guesses?
Thick.
Thick.
Yeah, it's kind of easy word. But still, yeah, if you don't remember thin, it's difficult to guess thick. And now you know both. Yeah, and the last one. An adjective again. It's not very common. It's
rare.
It's rare, exactly. Yeah, that's quite good. Winters are cold, snow is rare. That's about our Russian winters now. Okay, so I stop sharing. And can you tell me or raise your hand or just shout out if we have people who have 20 words? 18, 19. Do we have any? Oh, really? No, not all of them. 15, more than 15. Between 10 and 15.
Yeah, between 10 and 15.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, better above 15 maybe. So each of you can take any words they like and describe to your partners without naming it. So your partners have to guess the word. So try to use collocations. If you need the word, you can say for example, hi are quite fashionable now. Okay, so try to make sentences, combinations of words, or instead of the word, use
I can start.
Okay.
If I'm wearing something and it's uncomfortable, very uncomfortable for me, it's press on me. And what kind of clothes it can be?
Tight clothes.
Yes.
Okay. I put on a special dress on a
on a special occasion.
Yes.
So my socks have
Hole.
Hole.
holes.
Holes. Okay. I can choose the words that I can describe.
Oh, you can't really. Okay, don't describe it. Make a sentence and say in the middle. Yeah, imagine, I mean, yeah, probably it's easier if you pretend to be teachers and students in your class don't understand the word and you need to explain it without using Russian. That would be a bit easier. Just imagine the way you've got a difficulty in your classroom and you need to explain the meaning of the word, show it, give collocations.
We have a big black in the space.
Hole.
Okay.
Hole.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. So keep talking, keep talking.
Okay, maybe we can use it as an accessory, and it consists of small chains. Wait.
Chain.
You mean ring?
Small.
That was helpful.
Small rings.
Wait, it's okay. It's okay, it's fine. And but you can call it, there's the other word, what people are wearing around their neck.
Necklace.
Necklace, that's the other word. You could pretend you wanted the other one. Okay, nice to have you back. Most of you are here. Now we are going to quickly discuss a couple of words from the questionnaire you had. So could you very quickly just shout out the words from exercise number 7? Something that doesn't follow or that breaks a rule is what? Like we have regular verbs and then irregular verbs are what? Oh, sorry, shout out.
An exception.
Exactly, an exception. So if you are not sure what an exception is, feel free to ask. Something that does not follow a rule or breaks a rule. Okay, a set of clothes that you wear together. We discussed this. Outfit, yeah. Okay, what we are going to do now, you're going to work in pairs, again, randomly. And you're going to invent a very short story. But in your story, you need to use 6 of the words from exercise 7. Did you make stories as your home task?
It was our home task, yeah.
Yeah, did you make them?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. It might be that you get in the other room now. And okay, let's yeah, if you did, because as I didn't listen to them. So you can tell to the other partner your story now, okay? So if you have not invented, or you can invent it together. Okay, I'll go to different rooms to listen to your stories.
Okay, once in a lifetime, there was a girl, Julia. She was a really rich woman and preferred to dress only brandy outfit. But one day she was in a bad mood. That's why she decided to make retail therapy and went to the second hand that was near her house. She thought that there were only nasty clothes and she couldn't find something for herself. But she was surprised and found a lot of incredible vintage dresses and jackets. It was an exception for her wardrobe, and she realized that more of her typical clothes were a rip-off.
Okay, so that's a really nice story with really good context. But next time, can you please, for speaking activities, not read? I can imagine it's like, oh, it's not a real story, it's a bit difficult to talk about it, but still you can take your time, like half a minute, look at it, remember it, and then tell people. That won't be that fast, and you'll have to remember the right words, and you'll focus on, you know, on speaking rather than reading, which is an easy, of course you can read what you've written. That's not what we develop. Okay, and you girls, please now, if you need time, take your time, have a look at the story and then tell it, okay? Okay.
Екатерина Викторовна здесь, если что, Саша.
Ой.
Да.
Я сама с собой просто.
Yeah, I can join any room. Yeah, anytime. That's a powerful tool Zoom has.
Should always be ready. Be prepared.
Yeah, should always be ready. That, yeah, exactly.
Honestly.
I got it. I'm too.
Have you finished?
Yes.
Yeah, were you reading or telling?
Telling.
Fantastic.
Thanks.
Yeah, did you use all the words or 6 words or less?
Not all of them.
Maybe Zoom has some glitches. All right, can you share any interesting stories?
Well, I can. I don't know.
If you liked somebody's story, or maybe a part of the story, something that's stuck in your mind, in your memory, and you remember. Oh, Yaroslav, did you listen to Sasha's story? Was it okay?
Yeah, I guess it was. Kinda.
Okay.
I liked.
You liked it. Nice. Yeah, nice. Okay. So did you have a new partner, not the ones you checked the story while doing homework? Was it a new partner for most of you? Oh, lovely.
Yes.
Lovely.
But it
Yeah,
wasn't
can
a
we?
problem.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, we'll focus a bit on a couple of expressions. What do you call a place where we can, in the shop, where we can try things on?
Fitting room? Fitting room, yeah?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a fitting room.
Dressing room.
Yeah, it's a fitting room or a changing room. Okay, I'll change the color. I don't like red. Okay, so one more expression. Which phrasal verb do you use when you, in the morning, for example, you some clothes?
You put on.
Yeah, that's a phrasal verb that you need. So you put on, надевать. What is the opposite?
Put off. Put off, obviously.
No.
Oh, wait, no. Take off, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, in the evening we take clothes off. So some of you, I think, yeah, had a couple of. And the word jeans, is that countable? Oh, sorry. Is that countable or uncountable?
Uncountable.
Yeah, so you can't use, so if you have, for example, very pleasant, you're going to buy, yeah, you've got very pleasant jeans, so you don't need an article. That's in terms of last activity for today, a bit of speaking. Now in groups, yeah, hopefully you'll have, Zoom will make new groups for us. That's number 9. That wasn't given for you, but it's a group discussion based on the whole lesson, shop till you drop. There are 5 questions. Look at the questions and discuss as usual. So the more you speak, the better for you, okay? So if you're not sure you express it correctly, feel free to ask your friends because they may know. Or if you've noticed some of the mistakes, when the person, like behave as teachers, when the person finishes speaking, help to correct, okay? Is that clear? So again, we go to breakout rooms and we do exercise number 9 on page 54.
Мне кажется, наоборот, то, что давление именно как раз-таки на подростков, которые покупают какие-то дорогие брендовые вещи.
No, it's not. It's how teenagers are stimulated to buy and to want and to have expensive goods. It's like a student comes to school and everybody in their class has an iPhone 10 or 11. And they come back home and say, oh, Mom, can you buy an iPhone 11? Because everybody has it. I want the same. And that's about pressure around. That's what you're going to talk. Is there this pressure or there's no pressure? How do teenagers react? And it's also about advertisement. because they watch on TV, they see people wearing brand shoes, brand bags, everything. Okay, is that clear?
A lot of bloggers on YouTube, Instagram, with who wears brand clothes, and when young people, kids, see them on their phones with brand and expensive clothes, they also have this pressure because they can't afford, their parents can't afford them expensive clothes.
Yeah, much better now.
Because I can buy the same model jeans or the computer with the same
qualities or
qualities,
characteristics,
yeah.
With the same quality.
In a cheap price, and it can be work well, and that's all.
And what it means? It basically means that they take responsibility for all your payments, for your rent, like everything. They even give you money per month. For instance, in Canada, you receive $2,000 per month, everyone, just because you're on quarantine. In States, they gave $1,000 to everyone. And in Russia, it's not called quarantine, it's called self-isolation. So it's a very smart move by Russian government to prevent all those like helping people they don't want to help actually. They think we can pay debts, pay everything without actually working, and that is ridiculous. That's how our country works. So that's definitely an issue in Russia. Yeah.
I think many Russians are covered with debts, I mean credits or utility bills. I think it's a big problem for families to have that, and the government should help them somehow.
Yeah, that's a difficult situation.
And not suit for you.
And
you waste money.
When it
but you can return it in
not
14 days.
Not at
all. Yes.
I don't buy clothes online because of it. I have a small size, and often clothes don't suit me.
Yes. It can be неправильный размер, size.
Yes. In Wildberries you can примерить.
Put on this clothes.
But not now.
No, yes, but not now.
Недавно, как сказать, недавно.
Recently.
Recently, I buy some clothes from Lightberries, and they don't разрешите me, don't let me try it.
Okay. You go to bring it in the center of Wildberries? Забирала это там или они тебе принесли?
Забирала там. У нас нет такого запрета на выход.
Крутая.
I think it's really useful to buy online. You can see all sales, and you can buy brand clothes, brand shoes with big sale.
Count.
With big count.
Okay.
Discount. Хорошо. And that's why it can badly affect on shops in our country, in our city, because people can buy things online and they won't go to the shop.
But some shops, as Austin maybe or Modis, have own online shops where you can do order.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really, я забыла, как это удобно. Convenient, да?
Convenient. Удобно.
Да? It's really convenient for customers.
In my opinion, when online shop competes versus a regular shop, it's not a bad thing, because in order to get customers, they have to promote their products and maybe do their own online delivery, establish, and that's not bad, I think. Online delivery is the future. Online shopping is the future.
Okay. You are back. That's almost the end of the class. So nice discussions. There were some really interesting ideas. Would you like to share, maybe in different groups? So Karina, in your group, what you remember based on the discussions? Or just any question, anything that you get in your mind, or summarize somehow what you had in your group.
Kriushna?
Yeah.
When we discuss this question, we talked about products that getting cheaper and have a bad quality because of business getting bigger.
Yeah. Businesses are becoming globalized.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Can you give any examples of products that are becoming cheaper but of poor quality?
From Modis and Gloria jeans.
Maybe, yeah. Okay. Yaroslav, can you summarize the discussion you had about shopping and buying and online shopping?
Okay. So to summarize.
Can you switch on your camera while speaking?
Oh, you want my camera? Okay. Hi again. So to summarize, we came to a conclusion that shopping actually puts a lot of pressure on young people, teenagers, especially when their parents don't have talk with them, so that they think that people really judge them by the way they look. Yeah, if you talk about buying online, we think that compared to other countries, it's not affecting shops that much compared to Amazon in States, or worldwide. What else? Oh, that of course is an issue. I was just looking at the questions. In Russia especially, well, everybody knows that. And we talked a bit about Uber and the problem with publicity, that because of cameras, the troubles with drivers, sexual harassment, everything, it's not a good thing. They have wishes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, so you had lovely discussions. Yes, related, some shopping related to the quarantine issue. Yeah, okay. So it's better, yeah. Every time when you go to breakout rooms, I will ask somebody to recap. So it's a really, really good strategy, for the language development and for your cognitive development. This ability to summarize what you've been discussing for 5-10 minutes in 1 minute, that's a skill. That's a skill you need to develop. Yeah, some of you are quite good at it, but for some of you, you need to you know, process, what's more important, which details are not important. Would you like to give an example? Would you like to illustrate it? It's your decisions that you're making at the moment of speaking. And it's more difficult because you're doing it in a foreign language. So it's not just because we are very curious to know, probably we are, but the main idea is to learn how to summarize information. Okay, a couple of what I heard. So I'll be asking some questions and you please tell me. So there was a good word, afford. You know, some parents can't afford. And how we use it, what we need later. So some parents can't afford
to. No preposition.
Yeah, we need, yeah, mostly we need an infinitive. So people can't afford to buy some clothes, some iPhones, some computers. So people can't afford to buy. There was a discussion about some cheaper products. So people can buy something cheaper, but with the same blah blah. With the same what? It's like the characteristics are the same. Maybe it's with the same price. No, cheaper, but
quality.
Yeah, with the same. Yeah, I mean quality. Yeah, with the same quality. So you can buy a computer. Maybe it's cheaper, but with the same quality. Well, usually it's not, but very often, yeah, we can find something better. When you buy online, especially if you buy clothes, when it arrives, it can be not your size. What size is it? It's not your size. It's a size. It's a wrong size. Yeah, for some people, yeah, some people forget. So that's why we discuss it. So it can be a wrong size, which is not yours. Yeah, there was in one of the groups, there was a discussion about our current situation. Oh, sorry, it's with an A. Yeah, you may want to know this word. Yeah, we use it quite often. So people are probably kept. Yeah, that's a good expression to say. People are kept. Yeah, how do we pronounce this word? In what? People are kept in. Yeah, it's quo, because many of you mispronounce it. Quarantine. Can you say, all of you? Quarantine. In quarantine. There's no article. Yeah, we are in quarantine. Oh, we are not in quarantine. We are kind of in self-isolation. But yeah, the right, so A after Q is pronounced as O, quarantine. It's like quality. We have the same here. Quality, quarantine. Again, about clothes, something which is, oh, okay, let's put it here. Something which is not your size, something like a dress, for example. We buy a dress and it doesn't
fit you. No, that's the word. Fit.
Yeah, that's the word.
Suits
because yeah,
or suit.
It doesn't fit you. If it's about size, it's fit. Suit, it's like к лицу не подходит. Yeah, к лицу не подходит, не идет по фигуре, там, как-то не подходит к телу, к лицу, там, да? Okay. The other word, the money you take from the bank. People have, okay, the money you take from the bank and you owe a bank. So many people are in debt now, you know. It's because they first took money, so people take money from the bank. And what we call this money? Money from the bank. Oh, money, sorry.
Budget? No, wait, not.
But the money you owe to the bank, that you owe to the bank now.
Oh, I see.
It's what? Many people, in fact, they owe money, but they can't pay them off because of the economic situation, because
they
of
borrow,
the
no? They borrow money.
They borrow, they owe money. What
Borrow.
do you call the money which they owe? This is, so people take what?
Oh, wait, bank loan, yeah? No?
Yeah, that's a loan, yeah.
Okay. Oh my God. What a shame. Okay.
Yeah, somebody mentioned credit. It's not a credit, it's a loan. Okay, now you know. Nice. You probably Googled, it doesn't matter. So the money you take to buy a flat or a house, mostly a flat. We take, starts with M. More. T is not pronounced. That's a mortgage. So in order to buy a flat, people take a mortgage, ipoteka. Okay? Some of you mentioned, let's take our global crisis, which can badly, or maybe some, advertisement can badly affect blah, blah, blah. Do you need a preposition if it badly affects?
No, you don't.
Something can badly affect. We don't need anything there. No on. So badly affect something. Okay, that's what I wanted, the red part here. Okay, and the last one. Very often when we go shopping, we buy only one thing. It's like one штука. Одна одежда. Вот некоторые делали попытку сказать one clothes, which is not okay. What do they say? Because clothes, it's always plural. It's always plural. So what can we make, or how can we transform it to have one thing? So you go shopping and you buy a pair of jeans or a dress or shoes. It's only what you buy.
Piece of clothes.
Yeah, they use a bit different. It's an item.
Stuff, thing, item, yeah.
It's an item of clothes. Yeah, one item. So I recently, there was a sentence, I recently bought an item of clothes. An item of clothes. Okay, let's keep this vocabulary here. So anytime you need, you can have a look based on this lesson. So the reason why I was putting it so that it's a kind of shared document, everybody can benefit from it, so that you don't have to copy and place it anywhere. Let's keep it there. Okay, nice discussion. A lot of speaking today. Did you notice how much speaking was in the lesson? Yeah, lots of group dynamics. Yeah, that's what I like in Zoom. Okay, so that's all, the end of the lesson. I'll give you the tasks as usual, and we'll meet next week, the same time, Tuesday 10. Do you have any more lessons?
No.
So you should like our English lessons, because that's the only moment you can meet and talk and